but at least we can click on gold.com. No, I'm just joking.
Yes.
Okay.
It's fair.
Anyway, before we get out of here, big drama happened. I mean, it was literally blowing up
Big,
everywhere.
big one day drama.
I
I feel
guess.
like it's burnt out already.
Well, that might say something about it. Um, we got news that Mbappe wants to leave in January. There's reports and there's sources that Mbappe's over it. He's like they promised. I mean, although these are obviously not quotes, but he was promised things and they didn't live up to his promises, and now he wants to leave as early as January, even though he signed this contract for a couple of years. You got this dude named Mark Doyle, who I think also writes for The Guardian. Wait, is Mark Doyle the MLS guy? Right.
Armchair analyst, right?
Yeah, something like that. He's got a headline saying that PSG spoiled child risks tearing Garte's team apart.
ESPN's going in. Julian Laurent was saying that this is what he wanted, and he wanted to be the focus of the pregame talk, and he monopolized all the attention. I'm like, damn.
We got people calling him a big baby. It was blowing up, right before
PayPal.
Huh?
My PayPal.
Oh yeah, well that's never gonna
stop. That'd be a great rap name. My PayPal.
Yeah, like they're talking about his ego and he's a big baby, and it was just all going off yesterday. That's what we woke up to. I want to know what Holly was thinking when she saw this madness. Your former favorite French team, Paris Saint Germain Dupree.
It's. I mean, does he play like he's unhappy? Honestly.
Okay, I'll say this. That's a good question. I will say this sometimes. Mbappe on the pitch can be petulant, can get frustrated easy if things aren't going well on the pitch. Like I've seen matches because I've watched a lot of PSG. Like probably PSG is the team I watched the most since I started watching soccer. I've seen Mbappe when they're not playing that well, just get some ball way kind of deep and just shoot it for no reason. I've seen him play like that, but also generally when he scores, other people scores, he's happy. I'll say it's up and down with Mbappe for sure.
Okay, that's fair. I can see that, but he's scored it 11 times in 12 appearances. I know he's not happy. He's played most of the season as a number 9,
Yeah,
and that's not preferred. But
they're saying that's the issue too. He doesn't want to play up the middle, and they were supposed to get center forward, blah blah.
And yeah, he's unhappy with their transfer window this past summer. They signed a lot of midfielders, as always, it seems. But and I know was it last summer? Almost going to Real Madrid, or there's always that speculation he's gonna go, but just signed a 3-year contract. I don't see him leaving in January. I don't think it's really reasonable. At least start tanking if you want to leave so bad. I don't know.
Don't play well.
Kind of balling. Yeah, you don't play well and be like, I'm unhappy here, I want to leave. But I'm not saying I'm not saying be toxic to the team or to the dressing room. So honestly, it's kind of up in the air because his attitude or these rumors are one thing, but his playing is saying the opposite. So, but honestly, maybe he's starting these rumors themselves. Maybe he has people on the inside.
Do you think it's real? Do you think all this stuff coming out is real, or do you think it might be cap?
I think it's cap. It's probably gonna fade in a couple of days because he's gonna continue to do well. We'll see where PSG end up in Champions League if they could actually do something this year. And I don't see him leaving.
CJ, what'd you think when you heard all this drama going on? I won't say what you text me though.
I'll say this. I thought it was interesting who some of the people that reported on it. The people that have for reporters, they've been largely consistent on like stuff they report on. So that was a little like that's why I think like for me, I said to Bam or smoke, there's fire. That's what I believe. That's my always my belief. Like if you have things leaking from your camp in which it's going to the press and stuff is coming out, maybe you don't feel that way. But maybe you got someone in your circle that's seen you have some moments where you do feel that way and it's not staying. You know, I've had moments where I'm mad about something like I never want to play again or whatever. But it just it happens. We have like human moments. He's a human being. Like watch Mbappe play. It is still like he is kind of like a big kid out there. Like it's a big old kid. Everything has to be going right for him. It's not like when you watch Lewandowski where he's gonna keep pushing his Brazilian Mbappe. Like I'm not saying he's gonna give up, but he gets really annoyed. Even the categories, it's like but no, I think that it wasn't entirely true. I don't think that Mbappe wants to October spread headlines that he wants to get out the club and apply pressure that way. I think he has too many like media people on his team do that. But I think there's some smoke going on because someone clearly in his camp, or whoever he's talking to, maybe he's late night on WhatsApp texting somebody, and he shouldn't be doing that because that stuff can't come out like that at all.
Do I want to talk about Mbappe's personal life? No, I don't think so. I did see
I
some
know,
pictures.
I know what you want to do. Don't do it, please.
Okay. I did see some pictures.
I mean, he's happy.
Okay, this is what I think. I think it was all lies, dude. Like, I don't believe it, yo. Because I just like when I saw it, I'm just like, okay, if I can get a quote from him or somebody,
I don't think he's gonna quote on that. That's crazy.
Well, that's the thing. Like for me, it's like this is all speculation unless you got a quote from him, because I just feel like every so often, like the football media sphere, they don't want to do real work, so they just create rumors. Like this whole summer, the whole summer was about Ronaldo leaving Manchester United, and all this stuff about it. Nobody on the team likes him. Like he's a cancer in the locker room. No, he doesn't fit in with anybody. He wants to leave. For sure, he's gonna leave. He's gonna leave. Well, when he leaves, where's he gonna go? He's leaving this week, and it's just like, dude, and it never happened. And then when I seen him score that goal this weekend, all them players coming to come hug on him and smile and laugh with him. I'm like, I've seen a team where the teammates don't like a player. Like I've seen that before. And that wasn't that. Like you can tell they all get along and they all like him. But this whole summer, we're getting all this speculation about he's leaving and all the teammates hate him. So now, like that's kind of over. Well, there's Mbappe doesn't do himself any favors coming out saying like, me and Neymar didn't really get along all the time, and saying
he was doing some weird interviews in the summer.
And recently too, he was saying, even though I didn't think it was that big of a deal, him saying like where he plays in France and where he plays with PSG, like I don't think that's a big deal because it's obvious that he plays out of position at PSG. Like it's obvious he's not a center forward, even though they've been playing him there most of the time for forever because these people are dumb. I don't know. And because Neymar's there, I guess. But I just felt like, why should I believe this if I have no quote from him? And these people lie all the time. They'd rather do clickbait than do some real work, than like actually analyze matches. I sat there and watched Julian Laurent or whatever tell me he's talking into the camera. He's supposed to be the French football expert. He's like, yeah, Mbappe does, and he's like acting like this is what he heard Mbappe say. Mbappe is tired of playing up the middle. Like he feels like he was told that they were going to get a center forward. They tried to get Lewandowski, it didn't work, so they didn't have a center forward, and he's got to play center forward, and he's upset about that. Okay, well, one, they did have a center forward. His name was Icardi, but he's trash. But whatever. They let him go to Galatasaray or whatever.
Best jerseys.
But then Julian Rons ends up saying like, yeah, Real Madrid really want him because they see him as the heir to Benzema. And I'm like, okay, so it's obvious you don't even watch football because Benzema plays in the middle, dude. Like,
Oh.
so he's gonna go from this place where he's unhappy and then go play the same position at Real Madrid. It's really ridiculous. I'm like, what are we actually listening to right now? Thankfully, Frank ended up correcting him. He didn't. He said what I'm saying, but he didn't like say like, "Hey, you're dumb." But whatever.
That'd be great TV though.
Yeah, he's like, "What are you talking about?" But he did say like, "Well, why would he go to Real Madrid to play center forward?" Anyway, I just felt like it was lies, and I feel like maybe it's kind of going away because it wasn't true. Do I think Mbappe wants to leave PSG? Absolutely. I think he wanted to leave last summer when he was saying he wanted to leave, and when he came out and said, I wanted to leave and I wanted PSG to get money for me. And then he also said that when the owner said that I'm never going to leave for free, it felt like a threat. That was what he said in that interview. I never forgot that.
Those are real quotes from Mbappe.
Yeah, that's what Mbappe actually said.
Yeah.
When the owner said, I'm never going to leave for free, it felt like a threat. I said, what's going on here that feels like a threat? And this whole time when he didn't resign and he was going to leave for free in June, me and Caesar saying the whole time, that's going to be the worst business ever if PSG lets him go for free. But they didn't resign him. Now, when he ends up resigning and whenever he signed that contract, it was a little fishy to me because I'm like, damn, the dude wanted to go to Real Madrid. He said that. What did they do to get him to stay? I don't think it was just going to be money. Like, oh, look, we'll give you $300 million or whatever. No, I think there was some criminal blackmail business going on there. And hopefully he says it one day.
Allegedly.
It's all allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly in the video game.
I mean, I'm not saying it was, but I'm saying like that's what it seemed like.
Well, yeah, allegedly, yeah, it does.
Yeah, it seemed like that. And it was. No, I'm joking.
No.
But it's just really fishy to me. It's like Mbappe was saying that whole summer, I want to leave. He came out and said, I wanted to leave. And then they threatened me. And now he signed some contract. Do I think he's going to leave in January? No, that's ridiculous. Big players don't go in January like that. And at this point in time, I want to ask you guys, who's the team that you actually see him going to next if he was to leave this summer, which I kind of think he will?
Liverpool.
You say Liverpool? Okay, Holly, what do you think?
I mean, I see him going to Real Madrid.
Still?
Yeah.
You know where I think he's going to go?
Napoli.
Manchester United.
No way.
You're so proud of that.
I think he's going to go to Manchester. I think that Real Madrid at this point would be silly to get Mbappe. Like, don't do it.
I don't think they're going to because I think they're really trying to work on – they really believe in Rodrigo.
Vinicius Jr.
Benzema, Valverde up there.
You don't really need Mbappe. Like, if anything, you need somebody that can kind of replace Benzema at some point.
Yeah, you need a 9.
You need a 9, and Mbappe's not that,
Mm-hmm.
There was a time period in which it would have been Mbappe for sure. That window's gone, I think, though.
Yeah, that was 2 years ago. That was 2021, and honestly,
or even this summer.
Yeah, Vinicius Jr.'s had 2 really good. Like he had a really good season last season, and he's playing really well this season. We'll see what happens at the World Cup, but I think at this point, Real Madrid would be silly to get him. It's just going to be 200 million euros,
and he's not going to leave in the winter because if Mbappe balls out during the World Cup, then his price is going to be his value is going to be just exponentially way too high. Like no one's paying that.
Exactly.
Only reason I said Liverpool because he actually mentioned it himself that he almost went there too.
At some point, yeah. But I don't think that he's going to go to Liverpool. I can honestly see him following in the steps of his idol, the original number 7, and just going to Man U. And Man U's got money. They do. They've spent hella money, but they have money.
Wasn't there rumors of Rashford to PSG also before?
Yeah, that was going on this summer.
That was, yeah.
Yeah. That'd be cute.
Swap?
That'd be cute.
I'd be down for that.
No, I wouldn't. I don't know.
I don't
even want him to leave. That's why he's the one to leave.
I don't know if I could do that.
Don't leave, Rashy.
I don't really want to see Rashford at PSG. Like, I feel like that's weird, but that'd be cool. Whatever. Like, it's cool to see English players go to different leagues.
I do. I like that a lot.
But Mbappe is miles and miles ahead of Rashford. Like
I know.
he's
Out of pretty much everybody, honestly.
yeah, like, and I think that Man U would do themselves really well to get somebody like Mbappe. Like, put your name in that race because Real Madrid at this point might not really want him, and Man U could really like you get Mbappe, like your team gets a lot better right now.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Manchester United would have a good problem on their hands, right?
Yeah,
They would
Yeah.
have a good issue.
yeah, and I feel like he would like it there. Like he speaks really good English.
He would go crazy in Premier League. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would.
Yeah, and the thing is too, like he's made a reputation for himself at PSG. Like it's a bit sour right now, like in the media. But going to EPL washes that all away. Dude.
Oh yeah, you got to get the Daily Mail on your side, dog.
Yeah,
Get the Daily
like
Mail on your side,
you
dog.
show up at Man U, like you're gonna be like
Get one
making,
Piers Morgan interview, you're solid, dog.
dude. Lukaku showed up at Man U. They made songs about his penis size, like like literally like
What?
it's too stupid.
What?
Like you are gonna be a darling right away. Like that's the type of love you need. Don't go to Real Madrid. Like they're already mad at you. Don't you better not go to Barcelona. Go
That's gonna be personal. That's personal if he does that. That's
for
personal.
sure. Yeah, for sure. Go to Man U. Do what Pogba couldn't. Make yourself a star over there. Score some goals. Break a record or two. And make a name for yourself. He's still young. He's turning 24 in December.
Insane.
I can see him going
Yeah.
to Man U.
I agree.
You think that's crazy or no?
You kind of talked me into it. I kind of like it.
You kind of like it,
Rashford.
Yeah.
Keep Rashford, whatever. Like that's fine. Like keep him, whatever.
He can play against Brentford.
Rashford, I feel like is like at this point in his career, I feel like he's more of a center forward than a winger.
And also, I think
I do
Rashford's
too.
pretty good at playing both sides too. He can play both sides of the field. You're fine with that.
Yeah, but put him in the middle. Put
Yeah.
Rashford
Yeah.
right in the middle. He's not a for real push the liner guy. Like he's not like a real center forward in that sense, but I think he can learn that position. And I don't know, maybe can he? I don't know. I don't really think these dudes are that smart like that, but he's more of a center forward than he is a winger. Like I still think Anthony Martial is more of a winger than a center forward. And like Rashford's kind of fashioning himself as somebody who plays in the middle.
Mm.
And playing with Mbappe, like you're gonna be way better. Like you're
Yeah.
gonna have way more chances. Mbappe to Man U?
Question mark this summer? Maybe.
That'd be lit.
That'd be lit. That'd be
Kind
fun.
of would be, yeah.
I'll re up my Peacock subscription again.
Because also
When you wake up at 6 a.m.?
I'm waking up 6 a.m. I'm watching them. Still cheering for Leeds though, but I'll wake up 6 a.m. for a Red Devils game.
Ronaldo's gonna leave this year. Like Ronaldo's leaving next year, like in the summer. Like that's over. I feel like for Man U to give the fans something to be excited about. Like I don't think they're gonna be in Champions League for real. Like not really.
Or even the sponsors and stuff like that. You know?
Yeah, like just bring in Mbappe and like sell him. Like, look, yeah, we're not gonna be in Champions League this year, dude. Like, whatever, you'll be fine. Like, whatever, yo, you never won that shit anyway. Like, like just ball out in Europa Conference League with us 1 year.
Oh my god, can you imagine?
We're playing.
They need to squeeze in a spot so bad. They need to do it, dude.
If Man U gets in the Champions League spot, for sure they can land Mbappe. Like for sure,
but not.
It's gonna be a lot harder if you're playing against
Especially if Liverpool's there. Like goddamn dog.
You're playing against Armenian teams. It's gonna be tough. Also, with Liverpool, they just got Darwin Nunez for a lot of money.
So
it was like over 100 million euros, right?
Yeah, they have a lot of money though.
They do, but I just feel like
I don't think that's like crazy for them. I mean, they got Darwin Nunez, but they never really got a replace for Sadio Mane. They still have what's his name, who's also injured, probably gonna miss the World Cup too.
Who?
Luis Diaz has just got injured too.
Yeah, that's true.
But I mean, Luis Diaz, you're watching. He's not really the answer, you know.
But they only got like What the 30 million for Sadio Mane or something crazy?
Yeah, but they've had some high Premier League finishes. I think they have a lot in the bank.
No,
I think they're solid.
I'm sure they got money. I don't think they got like that Man U money like that.
No, and they didn't even spend that much this season. They only the other than Darwin, like they didn't really address some of their issues. People were complaining about how they didn't really go in the market like the people wanted them to.
Who Liverpool?
Yeah, like all they were able to get is Archer or whatever in the midfield. That's it.
Was that no? They got that little Portuguese dude was this year, right?
Oh, yeah, but they got him like in January, and he had
Oh,
to
okay,
stay
okay.
6 months.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, Fabio Carvalho, whatever from
Yeah, but
Fulham.
who's Man you brought in like this? Like who they bring?
Anthony, they brought in Anthony. They brought
Anthony,
Casemiro for 80
Martinez.
million.
Oh,
Martinez,
that's
the
right. That's
Alexandre
right.
Martinez. They brought like a lot of dudes
Oh,
over.
they might want to like
Erickson.
that
Erickson
was free.
from
Yeah, well,
Erickson from the hospital. No,
from the,
Oh,
yeah,
come on,
they
dog.
picked him up.
Man, a heart failure.
they brought him in an
Jeez.
ambulance to the.
He's from Denmark. Be nice.
But if Man U's smart, they might want to let Casemiro go back somewhere.
He was looking all right.
Nah, it's kind of rough, dog.
You're always mean to him, dude. You have no patience for Casemiro. It's crazy.
He's regular in Man U. I don't know. I think Mbappe to Man U is a good idea. I can see it. I've never been right in any of these predictions ever.
He probably won't be either.
Yeah, like if I say it, it's not gonna happen.
He's probably gonna retire at PSG.
But Holly's excited about it, so now like let's get it cracking.